together. I repeat, they don't have to come close, you put them together. So to practice all your basic blocks in blank form. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to pair off. We got basic pair off? Sure. Okay, good. So jump up real quick. This is what you're going to do. We practice front punches. Right. Good. I'm going to work with my opponent. I'm working past him though. Practicing punch. Okay. So we can practice working that punch. Okay. And then switch around, same thing. Now, watch your room. Okay? Because all you're practicing is trying to tune into your opponent and attack. Okay. Make sure you settle in. Don't rush it. We got a group of technique that we call the tongue with that 3 steps. And in that group of technique, when my opponent is punching, he's punching one place. He's going to take 2 steps. I'm going to step in and take 1 step. We won't get to that yet. That way we can keep going. Okay? So right now we're just passing. Take care of the natural immediate step. Okay? You're practicing staying focused, staying in tune with your opponent. GI through. It's the same thing you're practicing if you're practicing attacking your opponent directly. Okay. Good. All right. See if we can find spacing partners. Good. Maybe all one way. Got a partner? Okay. All right, everybody got a partner? Who doesn't have a partner? I'll be somebody's partner. I'll be your rookie if you don't have a partner. Okay. All right, Bob, your partner. Oh. Okay. People here, take a step to the side. There's one more message. Okay. Come over here. Right here. You got one here too. Okay. Who doesn't have a partner? Everybody else? Don't have a partner, raise your hand. All right. If you're in front of your partner, bow for your partner. Okay, everybody with the backs to the wall, to the... Oh. Yes, I will have. Come over here. Just face it. Okay, now you got a partner. You have your back to the altar, take 1 step to the side. Partner. I got a partner. Make sure you take 1 step to your left. Okay. Everybody, now, Zenku right foot back. Okay? Practice your kiai, practice your spirit. Move in with your time. Are you ready? Ready. Your partner. Step in front. Everybody up, get one. Take your time on the kicks. We're not trying to do anything but work your form right now. Don't try and kick to the wall or kick to the moon. I want to make sure you get your feet up, kick, step down, nothing else. Get it right done. Right done. Right done. Right done. Know what you're doing. You don't have a partner. You understand why you have a lot of time and weekend. Okay, do your bow in. All right. Where are your black belts? You want to add a technique to it, black belts? Okay. Same drill. The up your punching knee, sliding away. 1, move. 2. Okay. All right. So you take your same step. We're just playing with giving you another weapon. Bam. Okay. Got it? Let's see it. Yeah. Come over. I'm getting in. Attacking you here. Attacking you. Okay. Now you start. Attack. Very. Try to go back. Take it too low. Take your time. Under. Over. Out. This way. When I make the initial parry, out. I brought that round that way.
Essentially, that's what you've got. You've got coming in here, you've got the feeling of hitting the hand by using the hips, the shoulder, to hit your ears, and then going back in again with the second hand. Here, bang here. Everything is about here, not coming all the way back. Okay. Hit the shoulders.
Take your time. Remember this view.
Nathan.
Oh, again, all these things. He's going to do a front kick this time. Front kick, front punch. We're practicing. Front kick, front punch. Got it? Shift slightly out, front kick, parry. I parry this way. That's what you want to get in his white belt fingers killed, so you have to go back and find. Here is the drill. This place. Okay, when you feel it. I'm not really used to it. Right here. That's okay. So, watch this, okay? Let's try slow. Okay. Good. 1, 2. That's it. So, okay. Now we're doing this so in your kata you have to see it between yourself and your opponent. This gives me a chance to be practice looking at what happens from this place to this place. To this place. You take 1, 2, because you're practicing creating a mark, the distance. Right? 1, 2. There. And so the idea is to slowly work offline, practice offline. You will see that as he attacks, I don't rush to get in here. I want to feel his hip extend. Hey! And up. Okay. Question? Go.
Everybody out? This is our host, Cynthia Friedel over here.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go, guys.
I have video too. Yeah, but I don't know how to send it in its entirety. I only know how to send pieces. Oh, it's not.
I want to open and stay focused. Yi! Song! Shi! Hammer, go! Okay. You'll probably have to turn. Fighting. That turn. Chi! Pull. Yi! Song! Shi! Pull! That's fine. Good. Kaite. Yi! Yi! Song! Shi! Pull! Your opponent, up first. Look up first. Yummy, look up first. You're going to go back. What's your name? Nando is going to go backwards. I'm going to go forward. He's going to ki-eye. He's going to block and ki-eye at 5. Okay? You ready?
Are you going to strike at 5?
At 5. Same thing we do. This time is block. At 5. Okay? Right. Right. Good.
Chi, Ni, Song, Shi, Go, Hai, Hai.
Block. Ready? Okay. Right. You're in cross. I'm moving.
You pulling me now. You pulling.
Ah, this.
You pulling me. Right.
So I'm now far enough to kind of make you work. So you have to close that. So it's not here. Hey, hey! I use you because, you know, you're always kicking everybody around. Okay, get in the front stance. Yeah. You want my that's what you're getting at, not really with practice. So if you get in here, see how big he is? If I get in here, bam. So if I get here, bam. If I get here, take a slide. Bam. I get out here and he's really good. Go. Bam. Stop. Okay. I know he can do that. So what I'm doing is saying, okay, I've seen you do it. He's hit me 4 times with it already. All right? I've hit him 4 times. So it's all even. So the red side is over. Right? So here we are. Stand up. Stand up. We just finished the last round.
Are you going to give up? What?
Okay, so we got. You get in this stance. Fight, go back into your fighting stance, like you want, and I go this way. So, then go this way. Now I feel like you might want to move it, as you feel me. Then I feel like here. And when I feel this hand, if you feel. nice smooth head. Okay, so I want him to step in, so this is stepping in my mark. That's my thing. That's how I won the 1972 World Championship. Anyway, guys look a little crazy because we're so. Sometimes you know that you want to beat yourself. You just got to be patient. So these drills, this time punch, that forward punch. Okay. Don't load up. That forward punch. Don't load up. That forward punch straight. That's better. Don't load up. That forward punch. Good. Better. Now, when I say don't load up, that forward punch. Who's here? Anybody feel the gun cock? Feel the gun cock when it loads up? Go back. Good. See the gun cock? Good. Don't cock it. Better. Don't cock it. Good. Good. Okay. So, very good. Here, if I'm going forward, this way. You want to make sure that your feelings are right here. So when I say don't cock it, if you're coming through to here, don't cock it. Get there and fire. So, not this. Okay. So, okay. In this place, no cock. So what do? I'm sitting my body in. Why am I doing that? Because now if he saw a weapon, any weapon, I can punch. Here, I've already thrown my weapon. He's already hit me. I cocked it. He used the crank rope. And he shut me down. Here, you don't hear the cock. Okay. Yakuzuki. Crack it. Well, hey! Okay. Oizuki, don't cock it. Okay. Don't cock it. So this he will kill you. What? So I'm beginning to really try and work out with you. But I'm trying to make sure you don't cock it. Okay. So, relax. Make your step. Okay. See? You're turning out. You're wasting too much. Go back. Give me your hands. Come to me. Come to me. Okay. Go. Ah. Try to get that forward. I'm trying to get that forward. Come to me. No, come to me. Come to me. Stop. Come to me. Stand up. Back up. Come to me. Ah, almost. Why are you trying to? Ah, come to me. There. You got all your weapons. If you want to turn to this side, that's fine. We can do that. But the idea is to so if you get too far away, go in and punch. So you will punch, right? So if you get too far away sometimes, not all the time, if you get too far away, your positioning is around. And you might lose this hand. I want you to lose this hand. Okay. So if you get all the way in, even though this hand is a good hand, if it's there, it's nowhere near. Because now, that's not to say that you won't be fast enough to hit me. It's simply to say, I'm looking at the relativity. So, if this is out and this is up, I can go that way. If this is out and I'm on this side, okay. All right. So, learn to use this hand. This is a critical hand. remember, when you're punching, a lot of people are punching, they don't feel this. I like to punch with this hand. This is my punching hand. This, the energy is in this hand. This is an extension of it. Okay. Good. Round kick. Good. Don't throw it. Let's try it again. I watch you. Go. Good. Try it again. Good. All right. Now, relax. Okay. Now, adjust you. Don't do anything. Let me adjust you. No, look up. Look up. No. Kick. 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 Ah! Okay. I set the elbows and the shoulders and the hips before you kick. That's all. So the kick is with this part of the body. So this can't be stagnant. This moves easily. Okay, go ahead. Move it. Don't throw it. The kick is just like the hip. Now, don't stretch it out. Turn the hip. Go. All of this. Go. Good. All right. So the simple things of what we're trying to get at in these little drills. When you're doing this drill, you're kicking and punching. Kick and punch. Right. Okay. Good. That means. Remember not to try and get way out here. Okay. I want to keep him open. I already know his distancing. I will pull with him this way. Ah. Not necessarily, go ahead. This way. If you just hit. Okay. The feeling is here. This way. Ah. Okay. Juniors or seniors, when you're doing that double up, you can do a couple of things. Slowly kick. Okay. Here, I can attack this. Pull that out. Okay. This, go ahead, let's step down. This, don't just hit him here. See? This goes this way. Okay. That's why we're backing the feeling. Let me go out so I hit him here. Okay. Good. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Dash.
Dash. Good name. Dash. Okay, everybody knows how to get one to that? Or anybody knows how to get one to that?
Just the seniors, maybe. Couple of my senior cues, otherwise, no.
Okay. Because I know somebody wants to go with that. So free body. Junior, can Junior do this? I don't know free.
They'll do whatever you want.
That's the spirit. Nothing like working out in the snow and ice. Okay, everybody up. You can't do it like, we used to have so much fun with it. So I know I can't do it. So, but since he can demonstrate. Our training, all we're doing is slow, he's finding a plate, another plate, and I'm looking for one. Boom. Good. Good. Ah. Hey! Okay. Good. Slow. Not fast. Slow, not fast. Slow, not fast.
We did this one night at about 2 o'clock in the morning for about 2 hours. Straight, just 2 hours like that. And we didn't even know, it's like, it would have been 5 minutes, and it's like 2 hours later, so are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, slow. It's okay to see in between you and your opponent. It's okay to see. If somebody goes, "Ay!" Okay. All right. Get a partner. I'd like to talk about what question. Anyone else?
No, I just, hopefully you've all had a chance to actually experiment and try some of the things. I wanted you to come in, and I wanted you to know this is a safe place like it always is when we train, and that all these people, I mean, these are all family. Does everybody feel okay with everybody? Come to learn, to share, not to come and blow egos out and go crazy and do all that crazy stuff, okay? Even when some of you got clipped or got touched or bumped or whatever else, it was okay because nobody had the bad vibes and nobody had malicious thoughts. Everybody was here to learn and to trade and to experience and to celebrate our family.
The teacher, the mentor, the citizen. Those are the things that we are working on with you. Because we're all still growing too. I'm still learning to become a better human. And I have you guys to thank for helping me to look at all the bullcrap that can be a part of a human life, all the wasted time that can become a part of the journey, all the baggage we take with us sometimes because we don't have the camaraderie or the friendship, not to take it, but to help you open the suitcase and look at it and say, you don't need that anymore. Why are you carrying it? So part of these practices is to allow you to forget what you always, that you have baggage, which that you're carrying. And the correction that we give you sometimes is to, oh, what's that you're carrying? It's beginning to smell. Why don't we get rid of it? So, it's Junior, the senior, will open it for you and go, what's that? You sure you need it?
What are you carrying that big rock?
Yeah. You don't need it. No. We're not going to take it out of the suitcase for you now. Don't get me wrong. He said, there's a rock pile. Take it over there. Drop it. Wash your hands. Come back. And let's have dinner. Now that's the quest. For us, the quest is to try and become better brothers, better sisters, like I said, better husbands, better fathers, better friends to each other and in the world around us. America has a great gift. We expand and build on that gift. That gift is the capacity, the allowance for us, brothers and sisters of all races and all creeds, to come together and to celebrate America. There's no place on the planet Earth like this where you can have the religion you want, where you can go to school, where you can do a lot of things that you can't do in other places, but where we're learning to live together in freedom and democracy. There's no place like this. And that's why we call it home. And that's why a lot of us bound together for years, in and out. Thank you, my brother. Salt and pepper workshop, black and white, seeing the blood on the street. Real blood, not play blood. Seeing guys get shot on the streets of our city because they were a different color, or wore a different headdress, or spoke a different language. That's how we grew up. When we grew up, bonding was an essential part of our character building. Because we never knew if I went to his house, where I was going to meet going to his house. He came up to my house. He sure didn't know he was going to be coming to my house. But everybody that I knew soon knew him, and my house was our house. His family was my family. His friends were my friends. Darius broke down. Within by the time. So we're counting on you. And I've got some teams up here tomorrow that'll be doing some testing. I'm trying to get them ready to be better leaders, better human beings, and better servants for all of you guys up here, and for those guys here. This practice is for the children. I did some kanji for it, but this practice is for the children. And as you let that sink in, don't forget, we're all children. We're all children. And when we become grown up, we'll have a different kind of problem. And the problem is that we're going to try to act like grown-ups and think we know it all. Keep a part of that child in you, because a part of your practice, a part of that last drill was that child. That child playing freely and openly and uninhibited and in a safe environment where mistakes are allowed. But no games. Games are not allowed. Scheming on each other, playing ego trips. This means nothing without you guys. Nothing. Zero. Probably the last time you see her. It's honor and respect for you and an honor of you. But we've both been through the mill. We know how these things can be ground out and spit out and given away, sold on the open market. You can buy one of these. But can you stand in the court? Can you stand among your brothers and your friends and your family and wear one of these with dignity? If you can, it doesn't count. So I want to thank you for coming out. Good to see you again. I see her on Facebook all the time. Oh, you don't know she's on Facebook? So, again, thanks for coming out. Thanks for your sweat. And continue to honor this great place that you have the privilege to work out in. And have fun. Take care of each other.
They all wish to come and be witnesses to tomorrow's training.
That's fine with me. It's fine with me. Just don't bring any water guns. Nothing that can squirt. No mustard, no tomatoes.
Ready? Aim!
And we'll be fine. So thanks, I look forward to seeing those who show up. And again, why don't we stand up? Black belts up front. I know some of you wanted to do a kata. Everybody doesn't do it. So we will not do that unless, somebody wants to stay for 2 minutes, and I don't mind doing their favorite form with them. That's enough. Is that a peace sign right there?
No, sir.
Oh, that's good.
Sensei Greg Grass.
It was nice and cold, so that's why I asked.
Sensei Greg Grass.
Pardon?
Sensei Greg Grass.
Ah, where?
That's,
You're
that's,
Sensei
where the
Greg?
bell, that's where the bell came from.
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be up
His
today.
old sensei. Now he's down in L.A. We left him behind.
Oh, I
He's
heard he's
69.
gonna be up. Okay, very good.
That's
Very
very
good. One mind, thanks, good. So let's bow out, please. You want to come up with this? Hey. Thank you. Everybody know Jimmy, right? Come on up, Sensei. You don't know him, meet him. He'll hit you.
That's all we can do.
Oh, okay.
Take your left leg out, straighten it out. Take your left arm, put it across your body like this. Hold on to your belt with your right hand. Do not. Okay? Straighten out your left leg and roll back on your left leg and slap the mat. There you go. Now, the arm that you're slapping should be at a 45-degree angle. So it should be downward to 45, not out of the 90. It should be bent slightly and rounded so it's relaxed. You don't want to bring it down on the elbow. You want to bring it down on the side of your arm here. Keep your hand cut. Okay? The idea is you just here like this. Straighten the leg out. That's all you're going to do. You're just going to lay out here. Use the hands to propel yourself. Larry, get it at 45. Yeah. 45 is going to move your body up and it's going to come into the motion. Get it across your body. Slack. Okay. 45-degree angle. Royce. 45-degree angle. You're putting your arm too much down. Okay, it's basically a quick, sharp motion. Shuffle where the feet don't switch feet. Okay, the Japanese in judo call it tsugiyashi, and basically it's a nice natural glide motion. And you're going to do it with a partner, so it's going to be kind of like doing a little dance step. Okay, so that'll kind of get you an idea. And the idea is to try and sync you up with the person and everyone else by everybody doing the same drills, so that you get used to the idea of moving with each other. Because part of the throwing, even in judo, to do it correctly, or in jiu-jitsu to do it correctly, is to be able to be in sync with the person. It's not a matter of grabbing a guy, pulling him off balance, and then throwing him to the floor. It's a matter of being able to absorb the person's movement or mesh with the person's movement, and then hyperextend that person's movement so that they throw themselves. It's a little different than Aikido, but it has some of the same basic concepts. Aikido came from Daitoru Akijitsu, which was more of a jujitsu-like format, but it had Aki in it, so it had a lot of flowing, a lot of energy concepts. And then Grandmaster had to take out a lot of the nasty stuff because Daitoru has a tendency to be very violent. People are getting arms blown out and stuff like that, showing up in casts or showing up in slings and things in old practice. So he wanted to change that, and he did quite a really good job of doing that. Well, Judo is the same thing. Came from Jiu-Jitsu. Guys were showing up with wounds and stuff like that from taking bad falls because the idea was to throw the person down and throw them down hard enough to where they couldn't get up and continue to fight. Well, Judo changed that also and made it more of a sport, and people still get hurt, but not quite the same way and not for the same reasons. All right, so today we're going to try and keep that, the hurt part to the minimum, but you are going to get sore because you're going to have to get up and get down. One of the biggest things you're going to be sore from is simply this. You're going to tighten your body because you're going to anticipate hitting the ground, and your body will hit like a brick. And that's what's going to make you sore more than anything else. Your body's going to hit the ground, you're going to resist it, your body's going to take the shock of it, your neck is going to take the shock of it, and you're going to get sore. So the more you exhale when you're falling, the more you relax, and the more you just go to the ground as relaxed as possible, the better chance you have of going through it and getting less banged up, and also getting the wind knocked out of you. And as long as you're slapping the mat as you go down, you should be able to counteract a lot of the impact. That's the idea. Okay? And the first throw we're going to work on is Osukugari, which is a very simple clip throw that is really, something that almost everybody knows to a certain degree. We're going to work on it on a specific way. And it should be one that should be easy for the person who is throwing to control the descent of the other person relatively easily. Okay? So nobody's going to get hurt. And it's not that high. It's both people standing in even stances as opposed to hiking up on a hip or on a shoulder or something like that. And it's not as fast as some of the other techniques as far as shifting. The persons that are more adept at falling will probably get a chance to go and hit many of the other ones as well. But in the beginning, it's going to be a lot about how to fall. If you don't know how to fall, and you're a karate person, you run the risk of putting your karate at risk simply because if you feel you're off balance and about to fall, your natural instinct as a human being is to not fall. So you're going to fight to not fall. And in doing that, you'll probably throw away all your karate movements with the idea of trying not to fall. You won't be able to find your hips, you won't be able to find your technique, and you'll end up being very vulnerable. So being able to feel comfortable not falling is a really important asset in your training. It will give you an opportunity to be able to deal with the fact that if you deal with balance, the person gets you into a position, you're not going to panic, you're not going to freeze up, you're not going to drop out of your stuff, okay? Drop out of your technique and your concepts, okay? So remember that falling is a good asset. Well, as a matter of fact, wherever your asset, it's a good idea, as long as it comes down right, okay? So, when it comes to asset, that's what we're talking about. Oh, good asset. Perfect, you're down on the ground, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's partner up. Let's start off with partnering up. Some of you, whoever feels comfortable with being thrown or falling anyway, let's raise your hands. Who's okay with falling? Okay. The people that you have your hands up, please hook up with somebody that feels comfortable falling.
It does not.
That does. Hook up with somebody that does. Okay? So just walk, okay, you two guys, you're right there, hook up. Okay? Why don't you two guys hook up? Why don't you and, okay, that's fine, you guys.
Junior has no partnership, but I can go with Richard if you want.
Okay, why don't you go with Richard just because of height for right now?
Hi.
Why don't we go ahead and have you go with Adam, okay? All right, and you're going to come into a threesome here because I think unless I have somebody else that's comfortable falling. Who's okay with falling again? Okay, why don't you go ahead and go over there and get together with Corey. Step forward with your left hand, grasp his right sleeve. Okay?
Sleeve?
Sleeve. As opposed to arm. It's just easier to sleeve than raking your fingers over. Alright, so you got the right hand there, or excuse me, left hand is grabbing. Left hand is grabbing. Right hand grab his lapel. His right lapel. Okay? Excuse me, his left. No, I think it's like 6. Okay. All right, so you're going to grab here. Okay, put your right foot forward. Yeah. Okay, so get your right foot forward. Feet. Okay, grab the sleeve. Okay, rather than grabbing here, grab. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to waltz, okay? All right, switch your feet right foot forward. There you go. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. The persons that have their back to the kamiza are going to step 3 times forward. And it's going to be right, left, right, left, right, left. The person that is facing the kamiza is going to be left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? As you do it, try and keep your body from bouncing up and down or your feet getting too wide. Okay, I'll tell you what. Oliver, come on over here. Come on over. I'll have you work with Oliver just because both of you guys are really, really good at this. It's part of the training. Okay? So, what you do is okay, so you're going to go ahead, step forward,
Hey, very good, guys. It looking good.
Don't do sound. Do it like a little walking step. Go around. Let your body out. Okay? It's the same thing that probably you saw in the schoolyard every other day where the guy would be doing this kind of thing and he just go, and try and push the guy down the ground. That's the idea. But this is done differently, okay?
He warned you, Junior.
Okay, so he's here, okay? So what I'm going to do is that my feeling is that in this particular case, the person he's trying to pull me or something like that. So he's pulling at me. So instead of resisting and doing this, which is what a lot of people do, when he pulls, I go ahead and I step. Okay, and you can see it all, and it starts to break his balance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step back into this corner here with my left foot. And as I do, I'm going to pull down, and I'm going to take my shoulder and move right into him here. See how I'm twisting him, holding him down, and twisting him off in this corner? Okay, so that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm going to use my weight and my body to twist him down here and get down into here. That's the first thing. It's going to put the weight into this hip and in this leg and cause him to be turned this way and kind of moved into this. Now, the difference is this. Most of the time on the street kind of thing, you remember, the guy does this and he just pushes you back, he gets his leg here, he pushes you straight back. And sometimes it works, and sometimes the guy just stumbles back, stands up, and gets ticked off, and just nails you. Okay? So that isn't always, a really good finish. So the idea is you're going to come over here. Once you get over here, this right leg is going to come out here, and I'm going to take the leg. The difference is when I take the leg, I'm not going to take it back this way. I'm going to take it out at a 45. Okay? So I'm coming in. I'm going to come down here. When my leg is coming in here, I'm going to take what I got this way. And it causes him to fall over 45. Much faster, much more control, rather than trying to push the guy down so he just kind of bends his knees, sits down, and rolls up. Okay? So, first thing, remember this. 45, 45. Have you heard that number before? Okay? Just like every other sentence of mine, okay? So that's one of the things I want you to take from it. The 45-degree angle in throwing is no different than the 45-degree angle I'm always telling you about as far as access points. Every time you create a 45-degree angle in your fighting portion of your punching and kicking, you're also creating an opportunity to use that 45-degree angle if you get into tight positions. And your instincts from training should be to find the 45-degree angle very fast. That finding the 45-degree angle gives you the chance, because you've got instinctual concepts of getting over there, to be able to find a lot of access for throws. Okay? There's a lot of opportunity here. You guys have not the opportunity. Here's the deal. You take the opportunity to learn the full extent of what we offer in our system. The 45-degree angle has to be explored in its entirety. That means taking a fall. If you're not comfortable with falls, if it bothers you too much, you don't like it, you're going to lose a big chunk of what we have to offer. Not that you have to do it. You can punch the other guy's lights out and probably get away with, 90% of the conflicts you might come into in a physical realm with doing that. But the one time you get a hold of some guy who's spent some time doing MMA or something, whether it's his backyard or in the ring, when that guy gets a hold, you better know how to deal with him. Even if it's not a matter of you throwing him, but just keeping him from throwing you. For every throw we have, there are ways to deal with the throw. Okay? And we'll also talk about that at other time. Right now, now notice that when I did this. Okay, notice when I did this, when I went here, I held on to his arm. Boom. I held on to his arm. And I gave him some cushioning so he went to his side and was able to do the break ball correctly. I didn't let him go here so he fell any old which way and got the wind knocked out of him because there was no way for him to unfold. By doing it this way, he's able to unfold in a relatively natural state and go right to the ball. So the other thing I have to say is make sure you cushion and protect your partner by holding onto the arm sufficiently, not to jerk it, but to basically just give a little cushion so that it helps to unroll him into the correct position. It's very important that you do that. Without doing that, you're running the risk of somebody taking a bad fall. And make sure you keep your chin tucked in, head off the ground, and exhale when you fall. And your body will be much more prone to relaxing and enjoying themselves. Okay? All right, get with your partner. Walk back and forth until I come to you and check the throw out. Just go back to the triage and go back and forth until I come to you. So, as this is happening, he's going to push into you. As this happens, okay, what you're going to do is that before you step with this side, switch sides, and go to that point.
What's this we found it on the tree?
You might need this, yeah, you want to pull down, you want to come in through here, bring the hand up to here. Turn the face and put the gun. Okay? Now, if you have a problem getting him down happily, once you get inside here, you can take your finger and go right into his chest here and go ahead and use pressure points to go ahead and accent it or go to the throat if you need to. Okay? So basically, that's going to do. You're going to go down here, take it, and put the guy down. Go ahead and play.
Hi, sit.
Put his hands. Control his hands. You're doing the technique. You're going to step on the outside.
Outside.
First.
Take the arm over the top. Down, go down, go down. Right line. Bring the hand behind.
Base. How do you spell base? B-A-S-E. Yes. Very good.
Take four of us up here. I can't do it without
You mind if I try it again? See, I think
B-A-S-E.
all right. See how that feels?
It's okay. Base.
Step forward, put the right foot in. Roll it up. Now reach up. Up.
Does not.
Okay. Here, okay? So you just basically get a step and you shift here. From here, you're going to take your arm, you're going to come down, you're going to clasp this hand here like this. And then from here, you're going to step back here. Now what you do is you throw the guy. Right now we're not going to do that because I don't want anybody to get hurt, getting caught up. The key is to shift here, come down here, and then step back. Okay? Goes in, down, back. All right, go ahead and play it.